Hi, this is Jeremy with Digi International Tech Support, and in this video I'll walk you through configuring port forwarding on an IX20 cellular router. This information is applicable to other Digi devices that run the DAL operating system and can be referenced in the IX20 or other respective Digi device user guide within the firewall section. We will make the following assumptions. The IX20 has a SIM card that provides a public mobile IP address such that it can be accessed from anywhere. The IX20 has internet access via the device's cellular-based core modem. The Ethernet port's settings do not differ from their default values, i.e. ETH1 is configured for wired WAN and ETH2 is configured for LAN. The IX20 web UI can be accessed, as this is the method we will use for configuring port forwarding. You will need to know the following: the public-facing TCP or UDP port number that network connections must use for their traffic to be forwarded to the end device, the IP address of the end device to which said traffic should be forwarded, the port or range of ports to which traffic should be forwarded. Navigate to System Device Configuration. Expand the Firewall section and then Port Forwarding. Click the plus icon to add a new port forwarding rule. This will display the port forwarding rule configuration area. This new rule should be enabled by default and the label is optional. For interface, select the network interface that the rule should be applied to. Network connections will only be forwarded if their destination address matches the IP address of the selected network interface. For IP version, select the appropriate one, usually IPv4. For protocol, select the type of internet protocol, either TCP or UDP. For incoming port, type the public-facing port number that network connections must use for their traffic to be forwarded. For to address, input the IP address of the end device to which traffic should be forwarded. For destination port, input the port number on the end device to which traffic should be forwarded. Click Apply to apply these settings and save the configuration. Note that by default, everything within the ACL or access control list for this new rule will be empty, meaning that the rule can be leveraged by any incoming connection from any IP address and is applicable to any firewall zone. To lock down the rule, you may add authorized IP addresses and you may specify firewall zones that the rule should only be applicable to. Let's say our end device is plugged into LAN port ETH2 and it has a web server that listens on port 8443. We wish to remotely access this end device's web server over the internet from anywhere. The IP address of the IX20's ETH2 port is 192.168.2.1 and the end device's IP is 192.168.2.2. First, ensure that the end device has a proper default gateway. In this case, it should be 192.168.2.1, which again is the IP address of ETH2. We would create a new port forwarding rule called to end devices web server, for example. Select modem for interface, select IPv4 for IP version, select TCP for protocol, input 8443 for both the incoming and destination ports, and input 192.168.2.2 for the to address. With this configuration in place, if we were to use a browser to navigate to the IX20's public mobile IP address via HTTPS on port 8443, that will be forwarded to the end device's web server at 192.168.2.2 on the same HTTPS port number.